If you are interested in trying TikTok dropshipping for the first time, or maybe you have already tried but didn't have success with it, in this video I'm going to lay out the steps you need to take, talk about how you can earn $1,000, how to find winning products, and revealing how often you need to post to be successful. Before we get into the video, if you like videos about winning products, dropshipping, Shopify themes, apps, and tutorials, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Now, let's get into the video. Alright, my first step might surprise you. It's not setting up a store or finding a winning product. It's something that isn't talked about nearly enough, and that is to define what your income goal is. I've personally made this mistake myself where you're already into it, you have a product, a website, and have been posting on social media, and then you start to get discouraged because you aren't making the money that you thought you would. Once I did what I'm going to show you now, it changed everything for me. It's so basic, but here it is. Let's pretend you want to earn $1,000 a month. You likely already have a job and you just want to bring in some side income, so let's pretend this is your goal. If your goal is to get out of your job and do this full-time, you can adjust that amount to whatever it is you need to replace your current income. If you have a product priced at $50 and you sell it, you first need to subtract the cost of the product that you pay the supplier and the cost of shipping. If you run ads, that's another cost, and technically you have your website and your domain name as well, but for now, let's just keep it simple and pretend the product cost and the shipping are our only expenses. So in this case, that's going to leave you with $25 in profit. Now what you want to do is take that $1,000 goal and divide it by 25, which is our profit. That gives you 40, which means you would need to sell 40 of these products a month to get to your goal of $1,000. If you sell a low ticket product that gives you $5 in profit, that would mean you need to sell 200 products a month. If you sell a higher ticket product that gives you $100 in profit, you would only need to sell 10 products a month to get to your goal of $1,000. Doing the math first is going to help you make decisions with all of the steps moving forward, so figure out what your income goal is first, then move on to step 2. In dropshipping, there tends to be 3 types of stores: a one-product store, a niche store, or a general store. A one-product store means you just sell one product. A niche store means you sell several products, but they are all related, so something like a pet store or a toy store. Or there is a general store, which means you sell just about anything and everything. If you are just starting out, I would recommend either doing a niche store or a general store. General would be my first suggestion, but you could go with a niche store if it's a more natural fit for you. For example, if you're someone who goes to the gym regularly and you plan on doing the videos yourself, then a fitness store would be a really good fit. On the other hand, if you have no idea what you should sell or you want to test a lot of products to see what works, a general store is a great option. The reason I don't recommend a one-product store when you are just starting out is because you don't know how your product will do. I think generally people have some doubts whether they picked the right product or not, or if another one would have been a better choice. So when you start posting on social media and are getting very little views and few conversions, if any, it's just going to latch on to that doubt that you already had, and then you're going to likely give up. The other thing to consider is your income goal. Again, if your goal is $1,000 and you have a one-product store with a product that gives you a profit of $10, you will need to sell at least 100 consistently every month to get to your goal. If that seems doable to you, then maybe that's the store type for you. With a general store, even if the profit margins aren't that great, say they are only $5, yes, you need to sell 200 products a month, but that isn't on a single product. So if you have 200 products in your store, that means getting 1 sale on each item in your store per day, or 2 sales on 50% of your products each day. Alright, the next thing you need to do is find a winning product or products. We track and post these weekly. You can view the playlist in our description box, or watch this video to see how we find the winning products that we share with you. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. That way when we post new winning products, you get an alert and can add those products to your store right away. Again, think of the math when you're making product decisions. It's not as big of a deal when you're doing a general store, but if you're doing a one-product store, make sure the product you choose is going to allow you to reach your income goal. Don't waste your time spending hours making videos and posting content for a $5 sale, especially if it's a trending product that's going to eventually lose momentum and make you need to start all over again. If you want more information on what winning products are and how to find them, I've done a few videos, so I'll link them in the description box, and if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Step number 4 is to create a store. I recommend building it on Shopify. If you need help with the design of your store, I've made a few videos where I've turned free Shopify themes into one product stores and a general store. I'll have those links in the description box if you want to copy the design. But the main things with your store are: number 1, pick a good domain name. Don't use Shopify's free domain name, just spend the $14 or whatever it is to buy a custom domain name. With TikTok, you can't link your website until you have 1,000 followers. So when someone asks where to buy a product that they've seen in one of your videos, you want to make sure it's really easy for them to remember and type into their browser. The other thing with your store is to take the time and go through and organize every product into a collection. A big reason why general stores lose conversions is that customers coming from social media, such as TikTok, can't find the product that they saw in a video. They get overwhelmed by the disorganization and number of products they see, and they leave. I talk more about this and guide you on how to fix it in this video, so make sure to check that out after this one. If you're using an app to import your products, make sure to go through and rename your product titles, edit your descriptions, and your variants. The imported information usually looks pretty spammy and untrustworthy. I know going through and renaming all of your products, editing the descriptions, variants, and categorizing everything is a pain. It takes a lot of time, but you don't want to spend all that time making videos and generating traffic to your store only to lose that lead because they either couldn't find the product they were looking for or because it looks spammy and untrustworthy to them. If you're still on the fence about a general store, niche store, or one product store, this is definitely a consideration. General stores and niche stores will take up a lot more time than a one product store due to the number of products that you have to go through and edit. Our final step is to create a TikTok account and begin posting. For your account name, it's the same idea as your domain name. You want to keep it really short and easy to remember. Although you cannot link your website, you can still add the text in your bio. So I'd do that, and I'd also add a line or two of text saying what it is you sell or advertise a sale. For your videos, if you don't have the product with you, either because you're waiting for it or because you're doing this on a $0 budget, I've created videos showing you how to create videos without having the product and how to create high converting videos. So I'll leave all of those links in the description box as well. If you're creating videos yourself and don't want to wait for the AliExpress product to get to you, you can usually find and order it on Amazon and have it delivered to you within a few days. Next, let's talk about your posting schedule. It's a myth that you need to post several times per day. I may have even said that myself in the past, but TikTok has now come out and said that 3 to 5 times a week is good, and they emphasize posting consistently. So don't post 5 days one week, burn yourself out, and then only post 2 days next week. Life happens, you likely have another job, so if you have a burst of energy or excitement, create a lot of videos and then store those videos in your drafts. You can then use them for days when something comes up, or if you get sick, or if you just aren't feeling up to posting. My final tip is to keep going, keep posting. I've seen you guys express it, and I've experienced it personally myself, that you get super excited about a product, spend time making your store and creating videos, and you post a few and then you get super discouraged when your videos aren't getting the views you anticipated. We've all seen videos go viral, get millions of views in under a week, so we have this expectation that maybe it will happen to us. It very well could, but more often than not, you're going to post and maybe get 100 views, maybe you only get 3, maybe 0, maybe 1. I've posted videos that I've put a ton of effort into, and it got the lowest amount of views I've ever had. It can be super discouraging, and you will feel tempted to give up and quit. So when this happens, just remember that it's completely normal and keep going. If you like this video, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We post a lot of time-sensitive content, such as winning products on this channel, so make sure you have notifications turned on so that you can be one of the first to market when we post those videos.